So today I'm going to be reviewing this book, Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. If I haven't pronounced her first name right, then it's down there anyway. So what is this book about? Well, it tells the story of a girl called Karu, and she's 17 and she lives in Prague, and she goes through a lot of the same things and has a lot of the same aspects that normal teenagers do. She's a best friend, she has a hobby, she goes to an art school basically, and she's absolutely fantastic at it, and she has a creepy stalker ex-boyfriend who's also marvellously beautiful and dresses up as a vampire to lead people around Prague on tour. And she also has a part-time job, and her part-time job is with a demon, or a chimera as they're called in this book, called Brimstone. And Brimstone is not a beautiful sparkly demon. He sounds quite ugly, and he's made up of all these different animals, and that's what chimeras are. They're made up of different animals, or they can have human aspects too. And he has a shop, as demons generally do have shops, and he deals in teeth and wishes. So you go in and you go, oh, I got some teeth for you, and he goes, okay, I have your wish, which sounds like a pretty good deal, because I pretty much give all my teeth for a wish. But Carrie works as his messenger, so she goes around the world collecting teeth for him, and she does this by means of portal. So she also uses these portals to get back to him in the land that she calls Elsewhere, which is a very apt name considering it's elsewhere. And she starts to notice that on these portals are these black hands, and the whole world starts to generally notice these black hands because they're everywhere. And one day the portals go up in flames, so she loses her link with Brimstone, who she views as her family, and his friends, who she also views as her family, and she doesn't know if they're okay or if they're alright. And the reason behind the burning of these portals is angels. And angels and demons, and Brown, have been at war for centuries / millennia, and this is just one of the tactics that the angels have decided to use. Enter male romantic lead Akiva, who is an angel, and him and Karu meet, and so begins a chain of events whereby Akiva is interested in her, and Karu starts to try to find her way back to her family while, wrestling with what she's supposed to do with Akiva. So did I like it? I did. It's very hard to find a really original book nowadays in the young adult fantasy market, because a lot of them are, derivative from other series or riding the horse of another series. So it's just a bit monotonous sometimes when you're reading the same book over and over again. But this was not the same book. The author clearly worked very hard to put in unexpected twists and turns, and the ending is very unpredictable, and it's a really fantastic ending as well. So I think it'll lead well into the next book, as long as it's not a filler book. Those trilogy books where the second book just is not needed. Just don't do a trilogy, just do 2 books if you've no idea for the second book. But the Karu's a fantastic character, and the one thing I love about her is that she has blue hair, and it's just a really simple thing to do to give a character a really defining physical characteristic to make her stand out against the sea of other young adult fantasy heroines, which are all very similar. So you're like, Karu, who's that? Oh yeah, it's the one with the blue hair. So that was brilliant, and Karu is really strong, she's really dynamic, she's got flaws, she can be a little bit whiny at times, or a little bit weak, but I think I'm being too harsh on her there. But she is strong, she can fight. She doesn't just wait around for the boy to save her, and you'd be like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on, I just need someone to explain it to me and then I can begin my adventure. She really does just go head first into everything, and it's good to see. And as for Akiva, well, he was fine. He was absolutely stunning and lovely and self-sacrificing, and these all sound like bad things, and to be honest I kind of view them as a little bit bad, because he's too perfect and you just want him to be a little bit kind of, stumbly, or have something weird about him, like juggle. And I understand that he's an angel, so it can't really be weird if he did those things, but come on, stop with all the stunningly perfect, amazing men. give us someone new, someone a bit different. The one downfall of this book, which may not seem much but is absolutely massive, is the fact that there is angels. And my reaction just kind of went something like, oh, blue hair, oh, Prague, oh, good demons, to no. Let me just show you maybe half of my examples. Temperature! Yeah, so I was really worried that it would go, you know, the whole angel story of boy meets girl, girl likes boy, boy pretends he doesn't like girl so to keep her safe, girl realises boy's angel, girl and boy face some sort of tribulation, girl and boy get together, which has been done so many times, but it didn't really. They have a lovely sweet romance, a very lovely backstory, a very lovely build up to it, and the romance really changes the two characters, which was nice to see, but it's nothing exciting. It's something Jason Clary likes, so if you're looking for something like that, it might just annoy you because it's a little bit soppy, but if you like soppiness you might like it too. This book original was the fact that it wasn't set in an American high school or a creepy gothic boarding school with a random cemetery or a small town. You know, I bet you all know the one I'm thinking of. It was set in Prague, and the author gives beautiful descriptions of the architecture there. It was really, really fascinating to read about. And there's also this really cool place that Cara and her friend go to visit, and has like coffins and World War I masks, I think, which sounds really morbid but also really cool. The whole angel aspect was reasonably well done. It could have gone very cliched, very cliche, but no, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the most original one I've read, but it was still reasonably good. I would have liked perhaps if it was two demon races warring against each other rather than angel versus demon, which has been done before. But at least it wasn't as bad as a lot of the ones that are out there. So I would give this book 3.5 to 4 stars because of the you know, the characters, which are really good, the demon aspect where they're the protagonists, which is really cool to see, rather than them being the evil things that must be defeated at all costs. They're protagonists, which is pretty cool to see and to read about, and for the whole setting, as I said, which is really cool, and for the world creation, because the author does a fantastic job of creating the demon world and the angel world and the whole history behind the two. So if you like things that are well planned and you don't have to go, oh, I wonder how that came about, or I wonder what that's about, you will like it because she does explain things very well. It loses points, of course, for the angel aspect, and because the romance could have been a little bit more, because she does a very good job of it, but just perhaps not really my style. So if you liked, please subscribe, and I hope you read it, and if you do, let me know. If you've already read it, let me know. Okay, thank you.